We're live.
Hello, on this Top for Glory, episode 47. We're a couple days removed off of ROH Best in the World, and there's a lot of words to describe this pay-per-view. It was it was showing all these up-and-coming stars. We saw a new member in Villain Enterprises. We saw I won't be asked. We saw a lackluster main event.
Exactly. But it was an eventful night, guys. We got to see a lot of up and coming talent, like see their dominance. We got a lackluster main event, but at the end of the day, we still got the world champion attached. But anyway, let's get right into it. Let's go into our introductions.
I'm a Nick before.
I'm Young Smooth, and this is our RH Best in the World 2019 results. Once again, guys, sorry for the late video. It's that we already said in the previous video it's gonna take a few days, and we finally here.
All right. So first, we'll talk about is Jay Lethal versus Kenny King.
Mm. Which was a pretty good match. Shocked me. What's your thoughts on the matchup, though, Enigma?
Um, well, I knew Kenny King was winning this just because, again, Jay Lethal was kind of on the spiral of losing a bunch of matches.
And also because Kenny King is like next in line for an ROH World Champion.
Yeah, he won that Battle Royal at MSG.
Yep. But like we said in the predictions, we already knew Kenny King was gonna win this. But it was like, in what fashion is he gonna win? And how do you think his performance was?
Pretty good. Pretty funny that he hit lethal injection and then he hit his finisher.
For me, it's kind of like how you say it, a very huge experience gain for Kenny King because he just beat the former world champion. So you got now you have to me a lot of momentum going into the actual world title match pretty soon
I remember when
against Taven, huh?
Jay Lethal was world champion and he faced Kenny King, and I still think to this day Jay Lethal just barely won it.
Yeah, you always said that. You said that since the beginning.
So,
He like literally almost got away with it.
yeah,
Kenny
so
King almost pulled it off.
this time Kenny got the W.
Yep.
Great momentum for him whenever he gets that world title shot.
What was your thoughts on? What do you think? What kind of momentum you think Kenny King got now that he put a victory over for the former world champion?
I think he's just waiting for like that shot now.
Yeah. So I think he's just gonna keep getting names after names until the shot actually comes.
I mean, there's no rush for it.
Yep, true. But what's your thoughts on the match? Like, how you think both men did?
I think they did pretty good. Kenny King, well, this match was honestly predictable because I guess RH wants to keep up the spiral of Jay Lethal's losses.
Mm-hmm.
But then, again, Jay Lethal is a former world champion, so you could think, okay, maybe him beating Kenny King could show, hey, I still got it. But King won a battle royal. Mind you, he did stay out the ring 90% of it. But he did eliminate two legends in the Great Muta and Jushin Thunder Liger.
Yep.
Even though he got misted.
So he did that, and now he beats Kenny King.
I mean, Jay Lethal.
Yeah. Now he beats Jay Lethal, so now that adds huge momentum going into his future world title match with Matt Taven, whenever the time may be.
Even if Taven is still world champion by that point.
Yep. Hopefully he is. I really want a successful title reign for Matt Taven.
Yeah. But that's only one up and coming star we're talking about.
But before we get into the other one, Enigma, where does Lethal go from here?
I say they had a good match against God. I feel like Lethal should go back in the tag division with Jonathan Grisham.
Jonathan Grisham would be a great tag team partner for Jay Lethal. So yeah, who knows what's in store for Kenny King? Next and Jay Lethal next. So let's see. That's it for that match.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Next match is
Flip Gordon versus ROH.
Yeah. Guys, I'm going to start this off by saying how dominant and, bro, you can see, ROH is the future, man. What do you think about that?
He was very dominant, honestly, but that match wasn't one-sided, even though ROH was pretty much around like half of it.
Yeah, Flip actually put up a fight, man.
And we've seen Flip face tough opponents. We've seen him face Bully Ray.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen him face the Young Bucks. We've seen him face Cody, Nick Aldis. So
Exactly.
when him facing Roosh, that was a giant mountain I don't think he could have climbed.
Yeah.
Especially, especially like just Roosh begging Flip to hit him, and it's like, is that all you got?
So it wasn't surprising to me either that Flip actually gave him a challenging match, right?
Yeah.
But what was your thoughts on the match between the two? I actually enjoyed this match.
Well, I have been saying since I've seen him sign with ROH that he's gonna be future world champion, and then him kicking the shit out of Dalton at MSG confirms it. And then just this match alone, I do believe Flip will be a future champion in ROH, but I feel like Roosh is gonna come first.
Yeah, I really feel like it too. Roosh got all the momentum. Roosh, when you look at Roosh, you look at him as, damn, he's gonna be a world champion sooner than later. You know, I don't think there's any more time to kill with Roosh. You put
Yeah,
him into the title picture probably beginning of 2020.
matches,
Huh?
and I like how Roosh is just so laid back during and after his match.
A lot of him and Anmas, since we know they got history, they are very similar in terms of like the move sets they do.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Almaz is small, quick on his feet.
Yeah.
That's normal. Roosh is massive.
And he moves at the speed he does. That's what's crazy about him.
Just especially when he does that drop kick in the corner at the speed and the power delivered at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I know Dragon Lee does it here and there, but you're not getting the 1, 2, 3 off of that.
Exactly. But Flip Gordon put on a pretty good fight. But at the end of the day, Roosh was the man to take over the match. Roosh showed his
Yeah,
dominance, his prestige.
I think Roosh kicked him so hard he almost fell out the ring.
I thought the same exact thing. I was like, oh shit. And then for the 1, 2, 3, Roosh wins the match and Flip is knocked out.
He is out cold.
But what do you think is next for Roosh? He already beat two impressive names. Who is next in line?
Roosh. I mean, he's being Bandito, Dalton. He's being other people. I just can't remember off the top of my head.
You're talking about like big names, yeah. Bandito, Dalton, and now Flip Gordon.
Yeah. So what's next for him? It's either, well, Dalton did beat Dragon Lee, and Dalton Lee used Roosh's corner drop kick move. I don't know what's it called. I'll have to look it up again. I think it's Bull's Horn. I think.
Yeah, so we could be seeing like a potential
rematch
between Dalton Castle and Roosh.
Yeah, the boys aren't around, so it's like
can't rely on the boys unless the boys are gonna take that beating he gave them, and then turn heel with him.
Yeah, so I feel like next is a rematch between Roosh and Dalton.
Yep, and I feel like that's another good match for Roosh, being in the spot that he is in. You beat a former world champion again. It pretty much says that I'm kind of ready.
On top of that, Roosh is undefeated.
I know, undefeated in ROH. I can see him going against a Jay Lee too.
I mean, yeah.
Down the line, or like a Jeff Cobb.
Oh yeah, Cobb versus Roosh. That actually sounds good.
Hell yeah, I think Cobb will probably be Stephen's opponent.
I think like that should be like the next big hurdle for him.
Yeah. And what's the time period for world champion for this man Roosh?
I can see him holding that title for about 6 months. I can see him walking into final battle with that thing.
Exactly.
Or winning it at final battle.
Winning that final battle, I would think you would want to hold off a final battle for Kenny King.
True, or the previous pay-per-view before final battle.
Yeah, I mean the moment wouldn't be as big. I feel like with a win in MSG, you kind of like submit yourself into final battle's main event.
True, because that's just such a big win.
Exactly. And I like how final battle in AEW does this. They pre-show actually means things, you know.
Yeah, like they have stuff to do. Like it actually has relevance.
Yeah, exactly. But for those of you who don't know, me and Enigma are trying to attend final battle.
Yes, we will let you know down the line if we can attend it.
So stay tuned. We are gonna have content on that. So yeah, if that's it for the Roosh match.
Yeah.
Great match, by the way.
next match is the 6-man tag match between Lifeblood and Villain Enterprises.
Great match, man. Dude, this match, it beats everything that Monday Night Raw does with this 6-man tag.
Yeah, because their 6-man tags are a little too generic. Like, okay, you're feuding with that person, you're feuding with that person. No, the two guys feuding and the two tag teams.
Yeah. But what was your thoughts on this 6-man tag match?
I didn't know much about Lifeblood going into this. All I knew was like, oh yeah, Juice dipped, so I guess Lifeblood is fucked. But Mark Hansen and Tracy Williams look like they got it, and to get PJ Black to do this one-time thing, or maybe it's a permanent, maybe he's the new Lifeblood member.
Yeah. I'll tell you this, PJ Black did look good in this match.
Yeah, he did. Definitely. He looks like he keeps up with his parkour and looks like he's been in great shape his entire life.
Exactly. The dude is 38 years old and moves the way he does. That's very impressive. But what was your thoughts on Villain Enterprises? What do you rate on the performance they did?
I'm pretty sure PCO and No, I'm pretty sure PCO is like 40 something. So.
Yeah, PCO is very impressive for his age.
Yeah, so the fact that they're all right. So PCO and Brody King are basically moving like they're Hanson and Rowe, War Raiders, War Machine, Viking Experience, Viking Raiders, whatever the fuck you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
He's moving like that. They're moving like that. Wow.
Exactly, dude. You saw the part where he was trying to like do a flip from the pole.
Yeah.
That's crazy coming from a man of his age. And the size. That's what's mostly impressive about it too.
Like PCO is, I remember MSG. PCO got power bombed, outside the ring by God, and he did the Undertaker setup, and then he just fell back down.
It shows you how tough PCO is. So Marty, Brody King, what was your thoughts on him and Marty?
I believe those guys can be ROH tag champs.
Huh?
I believe those guys can be ROH tag champs. Marty showing again. Marty is the wild card of the wrestling world because you just don't know where he's going.
Exactly.
And PCO, not PCO, freaking Brody King is so damn athletic. He was with Marty, like he was the valet for Best of Super Juniors with Marty. There were so many damn times in this match I was thinking, why isn't this guy in Best of Super Juniors?
If you had to rank him right now in terms of ROH, what does he rank in terms of athleticism?
Athleticism, I say he's like number 9 out of like the top 10 people I could think of off the top of my head.
How about in ROH?
You just said in ROH.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like wrestling. Period.
No. If that's the case, he's like still in the hundreds.
Yeah. But he is very impressive. I did like what they did. Villain Enterprises pulled out a lot of tricks out of their bags tonight. I mean, best in the world.
Brody King is a tall guy, and the fact that he flipped Mark Hansen and Tracy Williams.
It's very impressive. What was your thoughts on Mark Hansen and Tracy Williams' performance?
I know PJ Black was, I guess, a last-second thing, but those guys have shown me we don't need Juice for Lifeblood. Lifeblood is an ROH faction. It shows the heart and soul of ROH. Juice isn't ROH.
Mm-hmm. He's basically New Japan now.
Yeah, so I guess like that's the message they sent, and I guess that message was sent and delivered.
Yep. It was a great match. I really enjoyed this match. What about you?
I really did. There were so many times I thought Lifeblood was winning.
But Marty Scurll always finds a way to win, man.
Yes, he does.
He always pulls the trick out of his bag, especially with the after effects after the match.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure nobody saw that coming.
Yeah, freaking Bully Ray attacks Lifeblood, and I forgot the other two guys' names.
Mm-hmm.
And then Flip comes out to save them, and that offer that was given to Flip before Best of Super Junior started, it was finally answered there whether Flip would join Lifeblood. And finally, he puts on the shirt, and I honestly thought, oh shit, Flip's in Lifeblood.
Me too. I'm like, oh shit, Flip's in Lifeblood? That's lit.
Like,
I could have actually seen him being in there.
After years, it has been years. After years of freaking trying to be in Bullet Club in the Elite, whatever, he finally found somewhere that he can call home and not get ribbed on.
Exactly, which will be Lifeblood at the time.
What for like 20 seconds?
And then you see the
The clip of
yep.
Mark being the fourth member of Villain Enterprises. Also, we talk about how reminiscent this felt of when Kenny introduced Marty into the Bullet Club
Mm-hmm.
and picked out Adam Cole.
Yep. Very similar. They had a lot of similarities in terms of the video package, right?
Yeah,
If it was you, what caught your eye between the two similar promo packages?
as like at the end when like they were just revealing, like Kenny said, every good story needs a villain, and then it just shows Marty, and then lights go out. Boom, Marty's in the ring. Boom, he's got a Bullet Club shirt on,
It's
and then
basically what kind of happened with Flip as well.
yeah, like it was like with Flip, it was like this is the understudy, the intern, the mercenary, shows Flip Gordon, lights come back on, and then Mark Hansen, Tracy Williams are like, what the hell? And then he super kicks Bandito
Yep.
and then just runs out the ring, and then the rest of Villain Enterprises comes out, beats the shit out of all the Lifeblood. And
Yep.
I think this is like the greatest idea for Flip. A heel Flip Gordon.
Yep. First time heel in ROH.
We've had a Marty and Flip take Japan.
Yeah.
Marty and Flip take ROH.
Dude, I'm actually happy for Flip. I feel like he can do more with the Villain Enterprises in terms of being a heel now more than what he was doing as a face.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of opportunities are going to open up from this turn he made. And what better way to make the decision of joining Villain Enterprises, you know?
If anything, who knows? Maybe he might win the TV title.
I could definitely see that happening for somebody like Flip Gordon to join such a stable. And we already know the success this team has. Marty, the six-man World Tag Team Champions. And now we can add Flip to the list, who could probably become television champion.
Yeah, just Villain Enterprises having a bunch of gold.
Yep, coming out dripping, man.
But congratulations to Enterprises on retaining, and then welcome new member Flip Gordon.
Yep. I have a great feeling that there's gonna be a lot of great things to come from Flip Gordon.
I don't know what the hell Lifeblood's gonna do.
Oh, speaking of Lifeblood, now that you basically, bro, they're at a crossroads right now.
Yeah.
Lifeblood lost Juice, and we thought they were gonna gain like somebody like Flip, but they didn't. And it's now like, what? Where do they go from here?
I mean, maybe they have PJ Black. I don't know if it's confirmed or not.
I mean, even if they get PJ Black, what does that really do for them?
I mean, it shows another horseman of ROH. I know Tracy Williams is getting a shot at Taven.
Yeah, but as people gonna take Lifeblood as serious as they used to,
If Tracy Williams can win the ROH title from Matt,
then definitely
maybe
yes. But let's say he doesn't. Where do they go? Like,
feud with Villain Enterprises, they need a legitimate member, someone that hell, maybe Jeff Cobb.
could probably save like a Lifeblood, right?
Yeah, I could see Cobb and Lifeblood.
Yeah, I definitely think that. But it just sucks when you lose someone like Juice Robinson, man. Even though he was a New Japan guy, but Lifeblood was basically around him, huh?
Yeah, like he was a great talker in ROH.
That's what I'm saying. Lifeblood was built around him, bro.
They're like, hey, I made this stable, and now we're gonna do this.
Do they still have David Finley?
Yeah, they do, but David Finley's injured.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah. Damn, that sucks, man.
Yeah, Lifeblood really is at a crossroads.
That's what I'm saying. They just need to find out one man who's gonna be the right replacement, you know. But that's it for that match.
Yeah.
All right. What other match have we got in the car?
All right, we have the very much lackluster main event. The 8-9 match of Matt Taven versus Jeff Cobb.
Dude, there's really nothing to really talk about. Before the match could even like take off, majority of the match was based on entrance.
It was like Cobb.
And even when they came in, they were still like filling themselves into the match.
Yeah, I understand too that this match had to be 8 to 9 minutes long because I think it was from like 9 to 12, 10 to 12, and this isn't WWE where they go overtime. So
yeah.
I looked at the time, I noticed it was like 11:53, and I'm like, ah, shit.
But for me, is that if you know your world champion is gonna be in a big match, why have the previous matches long? You just made the world champion now look as valuable as, you know.
and then it's like on top of that, if you're gonna like have a 8 to 9 minute match, let Taven get himself DQ'd.
Exactly. Nobody loses. We probably get another match that's probably longer than this.
Exactly. Just okay. We only got 9 to 8 minutes. I got an idea. Cobb's gonna dominate. He's gonna hit Tour of the Islands. Um, Taven rolls out the ring, and then Taven gets a chair, hits Cobb in the ribs. Ding, ding, ding.
We probably
Cobb.
get a longer and better match next time.
Exactly.
Nobody saw what Taven was gonna do. I didn't see it. Cobb's hair was still wet.
Like Taven's good. Cobb is good. But the fact you can't tell me like as like let's say I'm a new ROH fan,
Mhm.
and this is the match you show me. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
like,
you
what? You
gotta be
showing me?
like, how am I gonna be invested on the world champion?
Like, mind you, Taven's the first world champion I see.
Yeah.
I haven't seen his previous matches or anything, but this is the first match I see, and it's an 8 to 9 minute match where
So you're
Cobb's
gonna
waiting 6 minutes, and then Taven targets the leg, hits his finisher twice, and then the only thing good about this match was the way Taven reversed.
yeah,
Like,
I like the reverse.
it was like it was Tour of the Islands, and then he jumps out, and then he hits. I don't know what the hell that is. Freaking, it's EC3's 1% in TNA. Dean's Dirty Deeds, like the first 2 months of Raw. I mean, first 2 months of the Shield, and now Taven does it.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call this now.
I feel like Taven needs another opponent. I feel like if you're gonna do the same thing, then you might as well not just give us the match. Because you're really not gonna make the title look prestigious that way. The
Like,
matches are gonna end that early.
yeah, again, if you know you got 6 8 minutes before the show shuts down, get himself DQ'd.
Get
That's
himself
it.
DQ. That way people won't be like, what the fuck? That was too fast.
Like, yeah, that's a heel move. Great thing. He's facing Tracy Williams, so let's see how that goes. But when it comes to pay per view, I really hope we don't get something like this ever again.
Yeah. You don't want people like doubting the world champion,
Yeah,
downgrading as well, you know?
yeah, like you don't want them like going, "Oh, ROH is shit. You guys can't even have a decent main event."
Exactly. And right now, always just it. It's not the time to be doing that.
Yeah, it's like, don't you guys have great talent. You guys
Yep.
have. It's just that. Remember, a company is always built around its world champion, and
Exactly.
you don't want your champion to have a 9 minute match.
Exactly. You don't want your champion to be a bad world champion. For example, look at Jinder Mahal.
Again,
Company, WWE with Jinder.
I believe Ken. Oh God, not Kenny Omega. Jinder was just built for like India, because but there are discussions that like saying Kenny Omega was IWGP Heavyweight Champion just for the American sales.
Yeah.
But
Because if you get the American attracted, then that's even more fan base and even bigger for
I
you
mean that's
guys.
up for debate because Kenny's actually a good wrestler.
Yeah, Kenny is. But it's like, dude, why you think the PlayStation is as big as it is? Yeah, it sells in Japan like crazy more. But the reason why it's even more popular and buzzing is because of the United States.
Yeah.
So it's
But
like that. It was like that for me with Kenny. He made the world champion bigger than what it really is.
yeah, for me, every company's world champion just needs to be big, needs to be like a top five. Like I gotta say, oh, dream match of this. Like the only reason I say dream match Matt Taven versus fill in the blank is because it's Matt Taven.
Yeah, everybody supposed to believe in Taven as a world champion, but how are we gonna believe in Taven if he's having a match like this where like Jeff Cobb is 8 to 9 minutes long?
And Cobb, also this freaking shits on Jeff Cobb because Cobb was undefeated.
Yeah, and if Cobb's first loss was 8 9 minutes, like what? I'm gonna be honest with him. I didn't like it.
I hated this. This was
Cobb was been so good to ROH. He's been dominant for them, and you have
it,
him
it,
lose like this.
it wasn't ROH's fault. It was literally just the timing.
Yeah, but if that's it, kind of is their fault because you could tell the matches before to like cut down the time.
Yeah, and honestly, like I love like certain spots, like when Flip did the 450 to Tracy.
Hmm.
I like that. That was cool and everything. But you either A should have had him super kick Bandito. That's it.
Yeah, but even the women's match before that, there
Yeah,
was no reason why that was 18 minutes long.
Yeah, like okay, someone came out, beat up security for like 5 minutes. I was like, can you guys just cut this down to 2?
Exactly. That was a very long match. But hopefully we get a better thing between Taven. We get another opponent. If not, we get a rematch between Taven and Cobb.
Hopefully we do.
Yeah.
This one's not
Before
last.
he gets to Tracy Williams, before he gets him.
Like hell, if you want, oh, let it be opener. I don't care. Just don't shit on the main event.
Yeah.
It annoyed me because it was like, this is the main event and this is your world champion.
That we have to invest into.
Like
How are we gonna invest into it? The world champions winning in 9 minutes.
like I'm invested into every company's world champion. I'm invested in New Japan. I'm invested in Okada because he's been defending that left and right since he won at MSG.
Yeah.
I'm invested in Seth Rollins, even though the title has been like, well, before the Baron Corbin shit, it was mostly in tag matches.
Yeah, but I'm still kind of not invested in Kofi's.
Yeah, Kofi, I'm slowing down my investment.
Yeah, because like we said before, the pancakes team.
Huh?
The pancakes team, like you gotta stop that.
No, again, this is what they need to do. Stop putting him in tag matches until the pay-per-view.
Exactly.
Like, all right, Kofi's the champion, but you're putting him in tag matches.
Yep. There's no reason why the WWE champion should be passing out. How are we supposed to take that serious? All right, Joe is supposed to be here. Have him at least attack Kofi, and Kofi fights back, and yeah. But if you have him passing out, all right, that's another thing that's like I hate when WWE does that, and I hate when every company does that. To me, a champion shouldn't pass out, shouldn't submit, shouldn't lose, like leading up to the pay-per-view. That's just how I see it.
You should have Big E choked out.
Huh? Big E.
You should have had Big E choked out.
Exactly. And Kofi to the rescue or something. But for me, it doesn't matter what company it is. It could be ROH, New Japan, WWE, AEW, whatever, Impact. I just think a champion, a championship holder shouldn't lose leading up to the pay-per-view.
No, I'm fine with the champion losing. It depends how. Because, like, let's say you lose by a roll-up. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. But if you're passing out and tapping out and you literally pinning the championship clean, I'm not okay with that.
Yeah, the fact that this was clean as fuck, it was like, why didn't you let Xavier take the submission? He got choked out before this.
Exactly. I'm not a huge fan of that. And the same thing with ROH. We don't need these little matches. You're making the world champion look like it's like irrelevant when you do the 9-minute matches.
Again, I understand timing and shit, but that's when you need to come to decision. How do we make Taven look strong, and how do we not fuck up Cobb?
Exactly. Because now you just had Cobb. Cobb's undefeated streak looked terrible.
In 9 minutes.
Exactly.
The bigger streak ended in 9 minutes.
Oh my God, chill.
Freaking the wrestling world would have fucking had an uproar.
He was this dominant for all these years, and look what happened to him.
9 minutes.
Exactly. Cobb probably wasn't as dominant as Taker, but I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I'm just like saying streaks, freaking.
Yeah, streaks shouldn't end, especially.
And
he did have a dominant
for like 16 to 14 months. Again, 9-minute loss. Imagine that.
Exactly. Especially if they were winning championship gold and having great matches.
Yeah, it's just like you can't do that. You can't do 9 minutes. Like if you're gonna lose in 15 to 20.
Exactly. Just don't have them lose in 9. Especially somebody like Cobb's caliber,
Yeah, like Cobb was someone I was invested in because he came in and he just fucked up.
I feel like it just brings down his stock, man. That's what I hate about it.
It does, and it's like, oh yeah, you just came off an MSG win, and then you're gonna lose the Cobb. I mean, you're gonna lose the Taven clean as fuck.
Exactly. I didn't like it, but besides that, it was a great show.
Yeah. A lot of great things are going to be coming in ROH. Next pay-per-view is Manhattan Mayhem.
Yep. Guys, if you guys are new and enjoyed this video, share this video, like this video, subscribe if you guys are new. Turn on those notifications because me and Enigma are going to be covering the G1. The G1 coming up. You know, you don't want to miss
Just night 1.
Yep. You guys don't want to miss what we have to offer and break down. So,
but we're doing predictions this week as well.
Yep. Coming up soon. So tune in.
Yes.
Yep. Having a special guest that's going to be a part of this with us. So, if you guys don't want to miss that, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, share this with your friends and family, just in case they want to watch it.
Join our Discord.
Exactly. Join our Discord. Huh?
Follow us on Twitter.
Exactly. Follow us on Twitter. Let us know what you guys think about this pay-per-view in the comment section if you guys want to give your opinions, thoughts. But yeah, tune in to our G1 predictions coming up soon. We're gonna be breaking down the whole tournament and we're gonna be covering night one. So if you guys don't want to miss that, tune in. I am Young Smooth.
I'm gonna be
We are
forward.
out, guys. Have a blessed day.